gone, but the talking about how I feel and what to, that's not anymore.
It's because it's not important, or it just doesn't come up anymore?
It doesn't come up anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm not so interested in anymore. Yeah, I don't mind. It's not talking about what is happening. It's about, then it's the feeling in the body, and then there's nothing going on about naming it or doing something with it. It's just there, and there's nothing going on about what it is. So I think it's not coming up. It's not like, sometimes, what I always thought, it's kind of way, you don't do that anymore or something like that. Always thought that you manage or you do some things, but it's more easy than that, because when it's falling away, it's just not coming up anymore. So it's just having feelings, and there's nothing going on about that feeling. So that's it. It's kind of very normal. It's also not noticing that you do that. It's just, yeah.
So would you say you sense, or there is a sensing of the energy of a feeling without labeling it anger or anything? It's just being more in the energetics of it?
Yeah, but that's rather kind of, that feels still a bit complicated, because it's much more simple. It's the same as everybody has. It's no different. The only thing is that it's not coming up that there's something mentioning it or labeling it or thinking about it. Sometimes thoughts about it come up, but then they disappear, and then I forget. Something like that. It's just, but that's not doing, it's just happening like that. So there's nothing taking it home anymore, or thinking about it, or thinking about what do I do with it, or that. But it's not that I don't do that. It's like the thoughts don't come up anymore. So it's not going like that anymore. So it's very easy. It's not, yeah. So it
sounds very easy.
Yeah, it is. And in the beginning, when the me that did fall away, I doubted. I doubted it sometimes. Like, I didn't know if the me was really away, or did it came back, or is this the me, or maybe it isn't. And then all those thoughts about that was in the beginning, and all those thoughts about, is this a me or is it not a me, or maybe it's about me, they didn't come up anymore too. So it's then that's the me is going away. It's not about that you know it's going, or you know it's not there. There's nothing that's going on about it anymore. So it's just, it's not about that there's no me, it's not that you're sure, it's just nothing thinks about that there's a me. It's just living, it's just, doing your thing, you're doing your shopping, or reading a book, or things, just normal things, watching television. And there's nothing going on about, should I do it, or things like that. Or, is this the me? Is this the me that wants to look at the television? I had a lot of things about, it's not good to watch television, or things like that. And there's nothing going on about that anymore. It's just, when I was watching television, it's that. It doesn't matter what's going on. If it's watching television, or eating chocolate, or just sitting, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's how they say it's the same, but totally different. Like, nothing changes, but everything is experienced differently. Although you say it's beyond experience, right?
Yeah, it's beyond. It's not an experience. It's just what's happening. It's just it's what I noticed when the me was still there. All those sentencing is just what's happening, or it's not about knowing, it's not knowing. It was kind of abstract words, and I always thought that's not how I experience it. And then I was looking for that experience that I did not knowing, or all that kind of thing. And that's why I don't like those words, because it's kind of abstracting it. because it's much more simple. It's just, it is not knowing, that is kind of thing. I can't say it's not knowing, that's, for me it's kind of abstract word. It's just, yeah, you can't say it. It's just, you don't know that it's happening, it's just happening. But it's not special because it's just normal. Everyone is that. It's not different from you or from me. It's the same. It's the same. The only difference is that there's something on it that thinks that's you doing it, and that's the only thing. And it's even not really something. It's just thoughts that's coming up. So much difference is there. There is no difference.
Yeah.
That's the strange thing.
Yeah, yeah. But even the thoughts aren't the problem.
No, there's no
Yeah,
problem. There's
exactly.
never a problem.
So
There
even-
isn't a problem.
Right.
Never.
Yeah, yeah.
It seemed like a problem because you want to change it and you want to have it in a special way, maybe, or that it feels good or feels peaceful, or you can relax. Or when you relax, you think, oh, then it's okay, or things like that. It's not about that. It's about what is, and when it's what happening. Just if it's pain, then it's pain, and it's. The strange thing is, when it's just there, then there's a kind of, how do you say it? Yeah, it's the rest is in that, in that it's just pain, and there's nothing trying to change it. That's the freedom. The freedom is not feeling pain or wanting to feel good or wanting to feel not tense. The freedom is when there's tensity, then it's just that, and then there's nothing trying to change it. That's the freedom. And that's, yeah, you can't explain it. If it's happening, then it's very clear, and otherwise, maybe not. I don't know. But you can't explain it. You can't say it. You can't show it. So it's sometimes also difficult to talk because it's you can't talk around it, but you can express what it really is. Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked before about how the world usually separates things into good and bad, and progress and stepping back and all that kind of thing, and how you don't care whether people watch this YouTube video, and it doesn't matter if it's the numbers go up or the numbers go down. It's the same, because you don't do that anymore, right? The value of good and bad.
It's not about feeling. No, how do you say it? It's not about feeling. It's not feeling. It's about it's no good and it's no good or bad. It's just what's happening, and if it's not going up, that's it. Yeah, I don't mind, and it's nice to talk about, and if people want to hear it, it's really nice to talk about, because I like it. I have a passion about that to talk about. But when people don't want to hear, and I have some friends or other people, then I don't talk about it. We talk about other things. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I was basically referring to how people on a spiritual path are so much judging themselves, whether they feel they're making progress or they're not. It's this whole driving yourself towards some imaginary goal called enlightenment, or whatever you want to call it, and how it becomes really strenuous and frustrating, or you have moments of what you would judge as a wonderful experience, and then you feel, oh, I'm doing really good, now I get a check in my book, and how that whole thing doesn't even, it just doesn't happen anymore, because there is not that judging, this was good and positive, and I gotta have more of that, and I gotta not have the negative of feeling I'm stuck and I'm not going anywhere and I'm not getting it.
Yeah, but when there's a me, there is always looking for something better. That's in the me. It cannot be differently. So if there's a me, you could only do the looking for something better, and because there's something missing, there's something not right in a way you feel, and then there's gonna be looking, and then when the me falls away, it's so obvious that this is it. It's rather more strange that people don't see it, because it's so obvious. It's kind of, how can you not see it? It's just, this is it. This is, and there's also when I noticed that in the body, you want to be healthy. You want to be not only good looking, maybe that was a part, but it's healthy, and that the body functions well, and then when it doesn't function, you try. What I did is trying to look what I do to that I didn't take care of it, or didn't I do other things, and now it's much more easy that it's just that. And the looking is more that always be frustrated, or it has to be some way. It has to be, you have to progress. It's not about progression, because it's life. It can be more tense or less tense, or more healthy, and then it's a period maybe it's going very downhill, and that's what's happening. And it's just, there's nothing that tries to change it, and that's kind of, that's the freedom. It doesn't say that when, that's what I thought, then when there's no me anymore, it's going better, it's more relaxed, you won't go to hospital anymore because it's everything. You don't know, maybe it's going worse. Maybe it's going, you have to go to the hospital. Maybe in 3 days I've got cancer. I don't know, maybe everything can happen. It has nothing to do with a me or not having a me. And that's always in my search, was always like, oh, it's what helps me to get better and to more healthy or more relaxed of anything. And it's just going. It has nothing to do with the free will or with anything. It's just, it's kind of in the body, it's kind of structures and things going on, and we don't know. We really don't know. And that's maybe the most difficult part of it. You don't know.
And you don't have control.
And you don't have control. There is no control. And there's no me doing it. It's just happening. There's no guilt. There's no responsibility, because there's no one. So there's no one to blame, or to say you do more this or to do less this, or, because there's no one. So it's just this, and then it's just this, and this is the body, and this is how it looks, and this is how it works. And sometimes it works with a lot of pain, yeah, here or there's a pain, but it's pain, and that's another part of it. It's pain, but it's not there. It's there, and it's not there. So it's both, and that's. I can't explain, but it makes it so different. It's so different than when it's fixed. When there's a me, everything is kind of fixed, and you think this is happening, and this is happening to me, and my body is. This is my body, and it's kind of hoe zeg je dat? Steady or
solid.
Solid, yeah.
It's an object.
It's an object. It's solid, but it isn't. It's just energy, and it's moving, and it's there. It's moving, but it's also moving. It's there, and it's not there.
Mm.
So it's how do you say it? It's not real, and it seems everything is really real, and that makes it important and important to do something about it, and it's frightening. And when it's seen, it's real and unreal in the same time. Yeah, that's freedom. That's, anything can happen, and it won't say, it won't be pain or like this, but that's it. Yeah.
This is very important what you're saying, and I love hearing that, because I'm part of a healing tradition that has this goal. Oh, the body has to become healthy or healthier.
Yeah.
And so much energy and time and money is spent on trying to solve the problems of the body.
Yeah.
Because it being healthier is the big goal.
Yeah.
And the same is true for the spiritual path, right? So there is this idea nowadays that awakening or enlightenment or however they call it has to be embodied. It has to be deepened. It has to, which obviously, from your point of view, doesn't make any sense because there's no me to deepen anything. And then what would it deepen? There's no goal. It implies a goal, and it says that a deeper enlightenment is better, but it doesn't.
But there is no deeper because
right.
It's not real.
Yes.
It is there and it is not, so it's not real, and it's every time it's new. So there's no this moment and then the next moment. It's only this. So there's no path because there's only this. And it seems it's so normal in thinking that there's now this one moment and then maybe in a week I have that. There is no week. This is everything. And this is everything, and everything is okay is not the word. Is paradise. It's just how it is. So, but it's not only normal. You can say how it is. It seems a kind of nihilism because people sometimes think that it's only this, and then there's no. Wat zeg je? Ja.